Keyword today is blacklist.
The blacklist, yes. Hong Kong is on the blacklist. All right, Hong Kong has been branded by the European Union as an uncooperative tax jurisdiction. We are a bad boy, according to the European Union. Here's how it happened. European Union institutes a new mechanism. It says if 10 European countries, for whatever, EU countries, for whatever reason, have a jurisdiction on their national blacklist, then boom, you're on the European blacklist. And they introduced that, and when the new list came out, boom, who's on it? Hong Kong.
So we don't have to defend.
We
cannot argue.
Countries that are...
They just put it in.
You're in. They can't even argue with themselves because they have like a mechanism, right?
And what's that mechanism is about?
Even the OECD, who has always been, kind of hammering on Hong Kong and everybody else about reporting tax information, reporting financial information to help avoid tax avoidance, or, this whole thing about what they call BEPS, it's technical. The Europeans did this and they didn't know what was going to come out the other end and were surprised to see what came out. And the OECD even said, Europe, you've got a lot of countries on that list that are actually what we consider very compliant, very helpful, and Hong Kong certainly is in that category. Hong Kong over the past few years has gotten religion on signing exchange of information agreements whereby governments agree to exchange financial information.
We passed the law for exchanging financial information, which we talked about last year.
Yes, and now we're even going to the next step, which I totally disagree with, but Hong Kong's going to do it, called the automatic exchange of information, which is where it's kind of like the big, global CIA of everybody exchanging information about everyone's financial information, which I think is disgraceful, but Hong Kong's doing it. So these 10 countries that have blacklisted Hong Kong, who are they? We call them the pigs and minnows, right? Pigs, old economic term. You remember we had the BRICS?
Yeah.
Well, later on, the same, in the same spirit, they had pigs.
Portugal,
Italy,
Ireland.
Or Ireland. But I think Ireland's been doing a great job. So Italy, Portugal,
and
Italy,
then the world famous Greece.
Yes, the model of fiscal probity, Greece.
The election was on the radar.
Yes, just this past week.
Over the past weekend.
Where they can't get anyone to pay their taxes.
It's plural, pigs.
Greece and Spain. Now, these countries all have Hong Kong on their blacklist. And you're like, really? Hong Kong? Like, open, transparent, low-tax government? Then you've got the minnows, right? It's like Bulgaria, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. And it's like, really? These countries... And Poland... I don't want to come to that. So these countries have got Hong Kong blacklisted. Really, now, first of all, we've been looking at why. All right? For some of them, we're wondering if there's like some reason they want to blacklist Hong Kong. Somebody wants to get Hong Kong on the blacklist, so they go to a country like Latvia, and they're like, hey, Latvia, we'll support you to get some more money in the Common Agricultural Program in Brussels if you back us up on this blacklisting. There might have been some horse trading, but a very well-respected tax lawyer...
But interestingly...
Yeah.
All the countries you have mentioned so far are in Europe, and Hong Kong is Hong Kong the only one outside of Europe?
No. Okay, so when the list came out, there were about 30 different countries on it.
All right.
Okay, now some of these countries, like Latvia and Lithuania, they have these huge lists of countries they've blacklisted. Like, really, all the Lithuanian business people are hiding their money in Hong Kong?
We're looking for solutions. Any government officials are going
so here's the solution.
To EU countries.
10 is the magic number. Exactly 10 have listed Hong Kong. If one of them drops off the list, boom, even if it's a little baby one, right, a little tiny country, or even if it's a big one, like, say, for example, Italy, which has now a double taxation agreement with Hong Kong, which means we've given them everything they've wanted, or a big country like Poland, then Hong Kong comes off the list.
And anyone is going to those countries?
Financial secretary is in Hungary today, and he will be in Poland tomorrow. And so the question that we've put to his office, and we're hoping to get an answer pretty quick on that, is, are you going to raise this issue and say, dude, what gives? I mean, like, what's up with that? Because there's no reason for Hong Kong to be blacklisted by a country like Poland or Italy or anybody else. I mean, Hong Kong has got religion on this stuff and is, frankly, much more transparent and better to deal with.
I'm a bit worried how much time people will spend with him.
Well, he's got one day there.
Because Hungary is worrying so much about the refugees from Syria.
No, Hungary's not on the list. Hungary, actually, I checked.
No, I'm saying he visits
so when he's there, he won't raise it.
Okay.
But yeah, like, what's he going to do with Hungary
Poland,
anyways?
right?
I mean, Poland. But Poland, they'll go do the nice, we should do more trade. Yay, here I am, cutting a ribbon on something. All that kind of nicey stuff, politicians. But this is a real issue where he can say, hey, Hong Kong wants off this blacklist. If one country gets us off, Poland, you will be like our favorites for ever. Well, at least for a while. And it would be nice to see, if one country takes us off, we come off that blacklist. Now, the financial secretary is in Poland tomorrow, right? We have now, in effect, a double taxation agreement with Italy. Bahamas were in the same boat. 10 countries, including Italy. They had a double taxation agreement with Italy. They went to Italy, and they were like, what gives? Why are we blacklisted when we do everything you asked? And Italy kind of went, good point. And they took Bahamas off their list.
Oh, really?
Yes. And so now Bahamas is okay.
So there's a precedent.
There is a precedent. Now, if our Italian friends want to show what good friends they are, come on. Our Polish friends, that would be nice too. But I mean, for us to be on a blacklist when countries that you can barely function because they don't have a proper government that can collect taxes, they're blacklisting us? For real? I mean, anyways. So I'm looking forward to seeing if our financial secretary, all he has to do is be like, guys, what is it going to take for us to get off your list? Because we all know this isn't fair.
All right.
So I'm hoping to hear some good news on that.
All right. Thank you, Andrew.
All right. Cheers.
Good to know we have some international news today.
Yes, that matters for Hong Kong.
Diplomacy.
Hey.